It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Tavares in at the center, filling out the middle. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. A nice shot by Campazzo.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Picked his pocket. Musa passes to Garuba. Here's Musa, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Thompson misses. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The offensive rebound. Pass to Musa from the arc. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Here's Larkin. There's a screen. Thompson for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. Shot clock at 6. Misses in close. Here's Larkin. Driving the lane, and the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Campazzo. From past the arc, Poirier grabs the miss. Inside, here's Smith. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. And you take a look at this home team, they ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
When you look at this visiting team, they've just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
Now, here's Thompson. Fires from way outside. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Thompson's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Musa. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Musa's got 8.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Thompson outside. Pass to Larkin. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 5 points in the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
First team foul.
Campazzo's gone 2 of 4 from the field.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Here's Garuba. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Garuba. For 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Tavares.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And the first one drops.
At the line for your home team.
Larkin hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
27 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Home team foul. Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Ibaka outside. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They're up by 11. And we'll get... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Johnson outside. The rebound by Ibaka. Gonzalez against Bobois. Gonzalez's shot is off. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3-point range. Bobois got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Bobois has gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. Now Gonzalez. Scoreless thus far. Here's Huey. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Driving to the basket. Banked in off the glass. Huey's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, my, I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now, I've seen it all.
And here's Bryant outside. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. It's stolen by Willis. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Here's Huey, defended by Bryant. Out to Ibaka. A three-pointer, no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Outside, Willis. Johnson the screen. Now, here's Willis. D right on him. 3 on the clock. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. And the lead is down inside single digits. Bryant's got himself on the board with 3 there. Bryant's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. And Huey kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Gonzalez.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Knocked away. It's stolen by Bobois. Johnson down low. His only defender.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon. Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
They set the pick. Bryant the pass to Oturu. Here's Willis. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here he goes, and he uses the glass on the layup. Huey's got 8 points.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Bobois against Gonzalez. And Bobois kicks to Bryant. Outside, Willis. Pass to Oturu, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Here's Huey, defended by Bryant. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And Willis gets it to go.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Here's Azania. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Johnson for 3. They get it again. Bryant out to Bobois. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant. 8 points for him. Here's Azania, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They're up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Larkin. He's out there with Thompson, and it's Smits in at the 4. Pass to Nora. They set the pick. Pocket 6 to the inside. It's stolen. And it's Musa in a 2-guard. Shoots the 3. Tavares passes to Campazzo. Drills the 3-pointer. Campazzo's got 8.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
We've got Thompson, and it's Smits in at the 4 slot. Here's Musa. 8 points for him. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. They get a hand on it.
Away team ball.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to Garuba. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Larkin. And here's the break. Here's Musa. Knocks down the three ball. 11 points in the game.
He's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Thompson in the corner. To stop the run.
The ball goes to the away team.
Here's Campazzo. To the left side wing. Garuba the pass to Tavares. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to Garuba. Launches it. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First one falls for him. Larkin hits them both. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right? With the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Tries again. Good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Garuba the pass to Campazzo. Pass to Tavares. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Thompson for the triple. Offensive rebound. And rattles out the dunk. You know, the layup might have been a better shot for him. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Campazzo. Off with the layup. Here's Poirier. He has yet to score. Here's Larkin. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Campazzo. He's covered by Thompson. Takes the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Musa's got 14 points.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
41 seconds left in the third. Here's Larkin. He's got 9, and he makes good on the layup. Larkin's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Jacks up a three. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Got a piece of it. Oh, trying for it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Pass to Smits. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Going inside. It's deflected. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 11. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
First personal foul.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Hezonja, and it's Gonzalez in at the 2. Here's Hezonja, and finished off by Hezonja.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there, straight power. He'll list the pass to Oturu. Here's Bryant, and Bryant slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
There's the pick. Huey, the pass to Deck. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Pass to Johnson. The 3 from Beaubois. Drills it from outside.
Well, he's a bit of a microwave. He can heat up instantly, and he's cooking tonight.
Huey, the pass to Deck. And that one is hammered home.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Thompson right side. Pass to Smits. Into the lane. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And finished off by Hezonja.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. He's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Rejected by Gonzalez. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. He takes it in, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Gonzalez passes to Hezonja. And there's the drive, and finished off by Hezonja.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Thompson. No good, shot missing.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop, and it looked good from here.
Pass to Smits. Fires the 3. Here's Larkin. Fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Hezonja. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Hezonja's got 9 points now in just the second half. Driving in, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Down low. Here's Huey. He's covered by Thompson. Hezonja, the pass to Huey. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Thompson in the corner. Pass to Poirier. Here's Smits. Here's Norrell. Hazonia defending. There's the triple. To the paint. Here's Deck. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3.
And so here's the home team. 17-point game. And it's Smits missing. And Yui kicks to Ibaka. Off target with the open look. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Thompson right side. The teardrop. The shot off that time. Satoransky outside. Sinks it from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Satoransky's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Nora, that's good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Defended by Thompson. Pulls it in from the elbow. Poirier with the rebound. Poke loose. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Satoransky. Three-pointer, no good. Satoransky's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Smits. Thompson scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nora. Let's go with a 3. Satoransky pulls it in. Back to Metu. Beyond the arc. Basket's good. On the assist from Satoransky.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Parker outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Three-pointer off the mark. On the wing, Thompson, covered by Satoransky. Here's Poirier. And that one hits the back iron. Satoransky outside. Here's Metu to the middle. Up top, Satoransky. With some arc, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Nora. Parker defending.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Larkin. 6 to shoot. Pass to Smits. And a miss there on the triple. Parker outside. Three-pointer. And it's Smits with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Larkin. Nails it from 3.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Soft touch off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Thompson. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Larkin. Fires for 3. And Metu pulls it down. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. For 3, Parker, and that's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
And here's Satoransky. He's got 6. Poirier with the rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 from Thompson gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Pass to Metu. And here's Parker. There's the triple. It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Here's Thompson. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Up 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous. Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
No good with the triple. Outside Johnson. And here's Bryant outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Fires from the wing. Kicks it out to Anderson. Driving in and finished off by Anderson.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Beaubois. He's scoreless. Kicks it out to Bryant. It's tipped. Baseline try. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Pass to Anderson. The rebound by Willis. Here's Beaubois to the inside. Oturu. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Off the mark there with a 3.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Here's Beaubois. Picked it out of midair. In transition, here they come. And finished off by Anderson.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. From the arc. The shot comes out.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Beaubois. The three-pointer off the mark. They haven't held the lead for a while.
And BA, that's why this possession is so big for them. It could be the turning point in the game.
And from 16 feet away, he cans it.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Bryant outside. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beaubois. Fires the 3. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
The 3 finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Covered by Bryant. Charity stripe shot, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. From downtown, Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Pretty even game right now in Charlotte. Covered by Johnson. No good on the 3. Pass to Bryant. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Up in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Thompson passes to Larkin. There's a screen. Pass to Poirier. He shoots a 3. That shot off. Poirier's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Wide open look. Shot's good by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 8 points. Here's Thompson. With the drive, and that one is hammered home.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Defended by Thompson. Lets it fly. Kicks it out to Parker. Back to Metu. Shot clock at 5. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Metu's got his second basket of the game.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Fires in the triple.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Here's Larkin. He's got 5. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Knocks down the triple. Give him 8.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
That one goes in. Larkin's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Here's Satoransky. Uses the glass on the layup. Satoransky's got 10.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Here's Nora. Parker defending. Nora, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And that one drops for him.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
Larkin passes to Thompson. The double clutch. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw is good from Thompson. Defended by Thompson. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Here's Larkin. He has 7. Out to Thompson. Stripped it away. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Satoransky outside. Off target with the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Smits. Drills it from deep. Smits has got 6 here in the quarter.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Defended by Thompson. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
There's the block. It's stolen. And it's Smits with a rebound. Smits has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Nora. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Larkin. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Defended by Thompson. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Nora. Parker defending. Thompson outside. This one for 3. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. They lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Johnson, and it's a Turu in at the center position, filling out the middle. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam!
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Kicks it out to Parker. Five on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And there's the screen. Here's Bobois. Pass to Oturu. Here's Willis. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Willis has got his first basket.
The defense can't be so relaxed at this stage of the game. Not against him.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Bryant outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Second chance effort. And Fall gets it to go. Fall's gotten 4 this quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Bobois. Pass to Oturu. Tipped. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Hernan Gomez. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make, and they're not happy with the call here.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Right wing. Here's Nora. They need this. Anderson pulls it down. Nora's gone 1 for 4 from the field. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Thompson with some nice D.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Defended by Thompson. And there's the drive. And a foul called on the way up. And no surprise here at this stage of the game.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
1:14 left in the fourth. From deep, deflected.
Oh, that is a terrific effort by Willie, doing his best to become a better rim protector.
Defended by Thompson. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Here's Smits. Count it!
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Hernan Gomez gets the bucket.
That's one thing about Willie. He has no trouble being aggressive, particularly when operating close.
The three from Thompson. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Misses the three. 20 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Smits. Pass to Larkin from deep three-point land. The shot that time not on target.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean,
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Parker, Saturans there with Madrid, and it's Veselu in at the foul. And now, here's Hazonia, covered by Parker. Pass to Musa. Puts up a deep three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Stripped away. Pushing it up. A nice shot by Campazzo. Here's Saturansky.
Home team foul. Tough offense. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team. Number 6. Alberto. Number 6.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here's Saturansky. From downtown, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Campazzo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2, Campazzo.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Musa. Covered by Parker. And it's blocked. And here is Saturansky. To the middle, Medu passes to Saturansky, fires it up, and no good that time.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And Parker with the block, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Campazzo, no good on the 3. Campazzo's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Parker kicks to Saturansky. Parker outside. Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Garuba. Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Parker's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Musa can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Satoransky the pass to Medu. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Musa. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Musa's gone 1 of 4 so far. .104 left in the first quarter.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Here's Campazzo. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Satoransky. A three-pointer is right on target. Satoransky's got 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Campazzo. Lays it up off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Campazzo. First personal foul, second team foul.
32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Offline with his 3. Here's Musa. Drives to the hoop. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Out to the right wing. Stolen away. The 3 connects from three-point range. 8 points for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 5. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
They've got Yui, and it's Jack in at the power forward. Shots good by Hernan Gomez. Here's Yui. They've got Fall. Hernan Gomez out there with Anderson. And it's Abrinas in at the 2. Yui takes it off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
We've got Hezonja, and it's Yui in at the 1 spot. Here's Laprovitola. Misses the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To the paint. Here's Deck. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Fall, and he banks in the layup. Fall's got his first 2 points of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Deck. There's the drive, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Abrinas. Launches a 3, and Gonzalez pulls it down.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Back to Ibaka. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Anderson wide open. Off target with his three. Here's Huey. Pass to Azania. Picked off in midair to the inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And Huey kicks to Ibaka. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Aprinas, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Count that one. Hernan Gomez has got his second bucket tonight.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly.
Anderson outside. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Huey, and he drives in. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Aprinas. Hasn't made one yet. Fall passes to Hernan Gomez. Five on the clock. Goes back up. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Ibaka outside. Here's Azania. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's the break. Here's Huey. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And now, here's Hazonia. He's guarded closely. The tray drains it from beyond the arc.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
I like to see him take it inside, man. Too many threes, too many wild threes. Got to tighten it up.
Yeah, lots of volume. Okay, fellas. And that about wraps it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Lasagna's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. They've got Metu. He's out there with Parker. And it's Vesely in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Satoransky. And Campazzo pulls it down.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Musa with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Fires from deep. It's good from long range.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Garuba. Satoransky covering. There's the screen. Musa passes to Tavares. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Right wing. Here's Musa. 10 points for him. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. And that one drops for him. Garuba's got his first bucket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Musa. No good from outside. Pass to Medu. And Garuba is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for your home team. Number 6, Alberto. Number 6.
6 to shoot. And they get it back. Inside. Fast break, here we go. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
At the line for your home team.
Here's Musa. 10 points for him. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Garuba. Lets it go with a 3. Hands it from downtown. Garuba's got 5 points in the quarter.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says he used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Here's Musa, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
A minute 20 left to play in the third. They're running up the floor. There's the 3. Rebound by Vesely. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Medu releases from the wing and drills it. Medu's got his second basket of the night.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. A nice shot by Campazzo.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Satoransky. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Driving inside. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Sinks the triple. He's got 8.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Garuba, and the three ball is good. Garuba's got his third basket of the night. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 18. And when we return, we'll get the... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Yui, and it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Offensive rebound. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
The ball goes to the away team. Substitution on the court.
And stolen by Hazonia. And here they come. 3-pointer. Ibaka, no luck. Ibaka's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Aprovitola, no good. Here's Yui. He's covered by Anderson. And Yui kicks to Ibaka. Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Hazonia on the wing. Defended by Anderson. Ibaka, the pass to Hazonia. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 points in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Outside, Gonzalez. Hazonia on the wing. This one for 3. The rebound by Anderson. Hazonia's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Hernan Gomez with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Hernan Gomez, no good. Fires the 3. Shot's good by Ibaka.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Gonzalez passes to Deck. Left side, Gonzalez. Pass to Ibaka. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Aprovitola, no good. Here's Deck. Out to the right wing. For the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Ibaka for 3. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th.
The ball goes to the away team.
Here's Laprovitola. Shot clock at 6. Launches from deep. That's tipped. Here's Huey. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Abrinas the pass to Fall. The 3 ball. The shot will not fall. And now, here's Hazonia, defended by Anderson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Fall. Fires for 3. Second chance shot. A nice shot by Anderson.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Now Ibaka. From deep three-point territory. Off on that one. And so they get the victory here at home. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Musa.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Pass to Garuba. Goes back up to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. 4-3. Poirier with the rebound. Nora, pass to Thompson. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Thompson to the left side wing. Here's Poirier, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Campazzo. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. The 3-ball. Sends it home from three-point land. Garuba's got 6.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Nora, pass to Thompson. Pass to Poirier. Here's Larkin. Lays it up and banks it in.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Musa, no good. Here's Larkin. Fires the 3. And Campazzo pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Garuba. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. We've got 1:55 left in the first. Musa, no good. Here's Smits. 1:43 left in the first. Here's Campazzo. Takes a 3. And it's Smits with a rebound. And they're running. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Campazzo. No points so far. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa, defended by Thompson. Here's Garuba. Hits a 3-pointer.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Down low. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Thompson passes to Poirier. Here's Smits. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
The drive by Campazzo. That one drops for him.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. 35 seconds left in the first. Inside, Thompson. And the layup is good. Thompson's got 5 points.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Campazzo. That three's off the mark. And here's Thompson. He's got 5. Larkin with the bucket. Larkin's got his second bucket on the night.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Up by 5. Quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
They've got Johnson, and it's Bryant in at the point guard position.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. On Sunday, then on Tuesday. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 3. Bryant outside. Here's Bobois. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Here's Deck. Going inside, Hezonja. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. To the paint. Here's Oturu. The kick out to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Here's Hezonja. No good on the triple. Now here's Bryant. Still no points. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. And the shot goes in.
He's showing a lot of confidence in his ball handle. Going to the crossover to free himself up. Ooh, I love it.
Ibaka with a steal. Covered by Bryant. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team.
The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Here's Hezonja. Covered by Bryant. Pass to Ibaka. And the 3 off target. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Bryant outside. Drops in the 3. Bryant's got 5 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Deck. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, my! That's we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Bryant outside. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Bobois. Launches it. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Tipped away. Stolen by Bryant. Pass to Oturu. To the right side. Johnson with it. Just 5 on the clock. Bryant outside. The three. No good. That's his third miss out of 5 attempts. Bryant's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Here's Deck. 1:16 left to play in the second quarter. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. First one falls for him. And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bobois. Jacks up a three. Here's Oturu. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Over to the wing. Pass to Johnson. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a shot he's gonna bury, especially when left open.
And he buries his first look.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range. Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Thompson. Defense is right there. Pass to Smits. Three-pointer. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Hezonja. It could go. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 3. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
You take a look at the home team. Season is young, but they're coming up. A great team that still has room for improvement. Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Larkin. On the wing, Thompson for the tie. Drains the triple. Thompson's got 8 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Musa. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
That shot is good by Campazzo.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Thompson right side. Pass to Nora. Here's Poirier. The baseline J is off the mark. Here's Musa, defended by Thompson. 90 seconds into the second half now. Musa, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Nora, still without a bucket. Pass to Poirier. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Here's Garuba. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. For the lead. No luck on that one. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Usman Garuba taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Thompson passes to Smits. Back to Thompson. There's the three. That shot off the mark. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Musa. From outside, off the mark.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Out left to the wing. Tipped. Here's Larkin. 7 points in the game. Clock at 6. Out to the wing. Here's Musa.
Away team foul.
Shot from the wing.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. From outside the arc.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
He couldn't bring the pump fake back in quickly enough, and the defender takes advantage.
Thompson outside. Counted from distance. Thompson's got 11 points.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And the shot goes down.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Larkin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the three. He buries it from 3. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
In transition, here they come. There's 21 seconds left in the third.
Away team foul. Thompson. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he drops the first.
2 shots.
Hits both from the stripe.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Johnson laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Campazzo, covered by Bryant. The drive by Campazzo, and it's good for two.
He doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he sees everything, including that opening.
From deep, Johnson. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Up by 4, and we're coming back in just... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Covered by Bryant. And a nice finish on the layup.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
They've got Johnson, and it's Bryant in at the point. Pass to Willis. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Bryant, left side. Over to the left wing from behind the arc. Connects from downtown.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Pass to Deck. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Hezonja, covered by Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Hezonja gets the bucket.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Pass to Deck. There's the drive. He got a piece of it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Outside Johnson. Out to the right wing.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Into the lane. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Covered by Bryant. Here's Hezonja. And they pick up 2.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Bobois. 6 to shoot. Bryant with it. And Ibaka picks him up defensively. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. So both teams making some changes here. Bryant's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hezonja. Here's Musa, defended by Thompson. Here's Hezonja. There's the triple. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Thompson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Good on the shot. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Nora. In the air. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. For 3. Laces one from 3.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
.41 seconds left in the game. The drive by Campazzo. The layup misses.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Smith. And it's in. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. 26 seconds left in the fourth. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. Late here in the quarter, they still have a foul to give.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The 3 from Thompson. Off target from downtown.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And so the home crowd treated to a win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Thompson is out there with Larkin. And it's Nora in at the 3. Larkin can't get it to go. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Medu. Puts up a 3. Poirier grabs the miss. Thompson right side. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Shoots. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Here's Larkin. Pass to Smits. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Thompson outside. The 3 sinks the three-pointer.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Now, here's Satoransky. Defense right on him. To the wing right side. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Over to the wing. Here's Larkin. And so here's the home team. It's a 5-point game. Good D by Thompson.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Inside, here's Poirier. Misses the layup. Now, here's Satoransky. Not a lot of room. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Three-pointer. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Here's Poirier. The rebound by Medu. Poirier's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Smits. Here's Larkin. Beyond the arc. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Parker with a clean look. Good on the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Thompson for the triple. Fall with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Larkin looking it over from downtown. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
That one drops for him.
He's only 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into some kind of rhythm.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shot from the wing. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Thompson with it. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen by Satoransky. It doesn't go for him. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Up by 1. And we'll be back with you. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Johnson is out there with Willis. And there's Bryant. And it's Oturu in at the center position. Here's Laprovitola. Puts up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Provitola's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Aprinas, defended by Bryant. And here is Willis. Bryant down low. Johnson, the pass to Oturu. Back to Johnson. Off target from three-point range. Here's Laprovitola, defended by Bryant. Pass to Hernan Gomez. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Bryant. No scoring in this one. Here's Oturu on the wing. Johnson. They swipe it. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Takes it inside, and the layup's good off the glass. Pass to Bryant. Back to Bobois. Pocket 6. Swiped away. And here comes the break. The shot's good from Laprovitola. Provitola's got his second basket of the night.
You know, guys, when you push it hard like that on the break, those are the easy buckets that'll be waiting for you.
Now Bobois. Johnson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. He's covered by Bobois. Pass to Laprovitola. Fires the 3. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And Bobois kicks to Bryant. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Goes up on the wing. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
1:36 left in the first half of the game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Whole team foul. Laprovitola. First personal team foul.
The visitors with the ball, trailing here by 8. Willis the pass to Oturu. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Willis. Bryant can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. They really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
1:02 left here in the second. Johnson right side. They can't stop the run with that one.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. And since the first quarter, we've seen that he's off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
I know there's some teams out there that would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but, you know, getting a few to drop from in close or inside the arc is often a good way to get your whole offense going.
Lets the 3 fly. And it's Bryant with the rebound. And they're pushing it up. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The 3 from Beaubois. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Here's La Providola. He's got 8. Pass to Hernan Gomez. He got it up. He made it! He got it!
Big time!
Wow! And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break? Finish that half on a big-time roll.
You can see their game plan. Play outside in. They just haven't gotten to the end part. And maybe they won't.
It would if I were.
And moving on, let's... And that about wraps it.
And the first half is now in the books. They lead by 13. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the point. Sinks the three-pointer.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
We've got Thompson, and it's Nora in at the small forward. And it's in there. From the baseline. Rebound by Parker.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And Satoransky kicks to Parker. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Larkin. And the 3 off target.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
There's Parker with the 3, and it's Smith with the rebound. Smith has got 6 rebounds now in the game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Satoransky trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Larkin. With the teardrop. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two. The jump ball.
Four on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. They get the rebound. Poirier and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Poirier's got 5 now.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Pass to Satoransky. Jacks up a three. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 9. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Larkin. 6 points for him.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Satoransky. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for us. Well, they had a rough stretch shooting in the first half. I mean, they've seemingly made the changes they've needed to make to improve that shooting percentage.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Pass to Larkin, and here's Thompson. 1:33 left to play here in the third. Just 3 to shoot. Here's the 3. On the wing, Thompson. Yep, that one goes in there. Thompson's got 11 points in the quarter.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
The 3 sinks the triple.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 17.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. He's covered by Thompson. All sorts of time. And it's Smith with the rebound.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. They lead. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Hernan Gomez, and it's Lapro Vidala in at the 1 spot.
First team foul.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Bobois outside. Pass to Bryant. Three-pointer, Willis, good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist. It's all knotted up.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
He's covered by Bobois. Bucket is good.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Bryant, the bounce pass. And here we go. Here's Vesely, and a slam dunk by Vesely.
gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Bryant on the wing. Aprinas with a rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line.
Free throw good, Vesely. Vesely hits them both. Here's Larkin. And that one, good.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
From 12 feet out, shots good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has gone 50% so far, 2 of 4 shooting. Mora, the pass to Larkin. Pass to Smits. Here's the screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Poirier. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. That free throw good from Thompson. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Larkin to tie it up. Fall with the rebound.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Thompson for 3. It's good from long range. Thompson's got 21.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Larkin, the pass to Poirier. We've got 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson kicks to Larkin to take the lead. Nails the tray.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Pass to Smits. Here's Morrow. Here's Larkin. To the middle. Here's Smits. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And they do have a foul to give.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
He's covered by Thompson. Looking to get back on track here. He can't get it to go. Pass to Larkin. Launches it. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson.
And, you know, since the break, they've looked like a totally different team, especially on offense, where they are really cooking right now.
And so it's a victory.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Shot clock at 6. Here's Musa. Hits the trifecta.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Campazzo. Drives to the hoop. Banked it in off the glass.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Fall. From the high post. And he can't get that one.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And he makes the first.
Campazzo. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Satoransky. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Here's Campazzo. Misses the layup. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Satoransky outside from behind the arc. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Here's Campazzo. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Garuba. Offensive board. To the wing, right side. Pass to Musa. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall. 6 points for him.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Satoransky. The D's right on him. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Metu. And he converts the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Here's Musa. Misses the jumper.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Lets it go. Nails the wide open jumper.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Campazzo. He takes it in, and he gets that one. Campazzo's gotten his second bucket on the night. Campazzo's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Here's Satoransky. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Musa. And the three-pointer goes.
3 points.
1:05 left in the opening quarter. Here's a screen by Metu. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Musa. 9 points in the game. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Sinks that one from the post.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Takes a three. No luck on that one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Musa, good.
I just love the ball movement.
Looking to win the run. And he takes it up and lays it in. Give him 8 points now.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Garuba down low. Good if it goes. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Up 3. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
Oh! Wow! And he dunks it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy. Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
First team foul.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Here's Vesely. That's Ibaka defending. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Counted.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Hernan Gomez.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ibaka for 3. Offensive rebound. This one for 3. Pure from three-point range.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And it's all from three-point range. Here's Hezonja. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Ibaka. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That free throw good from Ibaka.
For the away team, Ibaka. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Ibaka. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Here's Vesely. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. The shot by Hezonja, no good. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. On Thursday and then Monday.
Second team foul. At the line for two, Vesely.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Fires from deep. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the wing on the left. Here's Deck. Pass to Gonzalez. Driving to the basket, and the layup is good off the glass. Gonzalez has got 5 now.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And Hezonja pulls it down.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Pass to Ibaka. Fires the 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Hezonja. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. These are his first free throws of the game. And he hits the first of 3.
At the line for 3.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Oh, at the buzzer! He got it off in time!
That is an incredible shot.
Unreal. A bomb at the buzzer whips the crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Leading by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
Plenty of LOVE. That's what you can do about this game.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the visiting team.
One big reason they're up.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Parker in at the small forward position. Here's Satoransky, and Hezonja pulls it down.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Here's Here's Campazzo on the take. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Campazzo's got 8. Campazzo's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Launches it from deep. Garuba with a rebound.
14 foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting. Checking in for the away team. Number 6. Alberto. Number 6.
Here's Campazzo. Give him 8.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Garuba. Here's the 3. They get it back. Sinks the tray.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Driving inside, and he gets it to go. He's got 10.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Musa. Lots of room. And the shot's good.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Got a hand on it, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Fall. Blocked again! And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Musa. Over to the left wing. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
From downtown. That one's off. He's 4 for 9.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Campazzo. And he makes it on the layup. Campazzo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
On target from range.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. It doesn't go for him.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Three-pointer. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Pass to Sadaransky. It's tipped. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Garuba. He drops it from range. Garuba's got 5. Garuba's gone 2 of 4 shooting. Here's Sadaransky. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Sadaransky's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Here's Musa. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
No good from outside.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Will it go? Doesn't go that time.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Garuba. Puts up a deep three. No good that time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up 19. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5, down low. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Hezonja. The 3. It's hauled in by Fall.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The open shot by Parker, and the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Parker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
It's picked off. Here we go. Off target from outside. Ibaka for 3. And Metu pulls it down. Metu's got 4 rebounds in the game. From deep.
Hugo Gonzalez. First personal foul. First team foul.
He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block. A 3-point opportunity here. Pass to Hezonja. Fires for 3. Counted from distance.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy. Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Out to the right wing. Launches it. Buries it from 3. He's got 24.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. To the inside. Here's Parker. Pass to Fall. Lets it go from deep. And Hezonja pulls it down.
So far, rebounding has been a big factor tonight.
Let's go with a 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Puts up a deep 3. And they'll get another chance. Here's Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Hezonja, covered by Satoransky. Hezonja gets the bucket.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Metu. Gonzalez pulls it in.
That miss was caused by the defense. They were all over him.
Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Off target from 3-point range.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
First free throw is good.
Tavares taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Fall. Shot to stop the run, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. The three is up. Gets the three to Fall.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Fall. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Musa. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. Ace.